Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to tonight's just a quick call on Bogos. Everyone excited? I don't hear any cheering.
Woo!
Everyone on mute. Yeah, that's it, Sarah. Lovely cheer. Woohoo! So, and we've got some good deals. So I just wanted to in this 10 minutes, I just wanted to clarify the format, just to make sure we're all on the same page with the format for these Bogos, so you understand it. Lots of the team have actually been getting together and actually sharing different promotions and different sides of the teams, like adverts and things like that. So I'm going to create a Facebook post later and add a lot of those onto one post, so for everyone to share. So it's wonderful that there's Seven Ali that have been sharing, Daniel's been sharing, Emily has been sharing. There's a lady here, Ellen, who's actually shared the BOGO deals, the slides from the call we did the other day. There was a diamond and above call about it yesterday. And I'll share these slides so you can use these. But there's a couple of really cool things that I just wanted to really make clear, so you get your customers and your builders understanding why this BOGO deal is better, okay? Why it's good. So, just for all of you that don't know, BOGO means buy one get one free. Just so we start on an even level playing field, okay? The offer is going to work like this. There is two separate kind of offers going on, okay, with 6 different BOGOs. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week we'll run these BOGOs. So these 3 BOGOs, okay, which you can see on here. Okay, they are available from tonight at 11 o'clock until Friday at 11 o'clock. And then, it's not like one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, one on Friday, like has happened before. They're all available to buy on Wednesday. They're all available until Friday at 11, which means you can then buy them all together and save on postage, and which also saves on packaging and the environmental impact on that, which is great.
I'm busy.
Got a slide on that in a second. The second part of the BOGO deal is another 3 offers, another 3 BOGOs, which is going to be Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday next week. So it'll be available Sunday night at 11. So they'll let us know. I think they're letting us know Saturday what the BOGO deals are going to be, so we can just prepare a little bit for it. And then there's the 3 days, and so they'll be available until like Wednesday night at 11 o'clock. Okay, so it's 2 separate BOGO deals. Really, that makes sense. And they can buy all the 3 BOGO deals at once. So if someone's going to buy all 6 BOGO deals, then there's going to be probably 2 different parcels, 2 different orders. Okay, they're going to place one order of 3 and another order of 3 different BOGO deals. Does that make sense? Is that clear? Any questions on that? Okay. So this is the first one: frankincense touch, motivate and Zengest touch. That's obviously clear. Lavender and get a peppermint free. That's obviously clear. Holiday peace and holiday joy, you get that free. Okay. So if people participate in all the BOGOs, they'll save on average, and this is an average. I think in the UK they'll save less because our shipping's cheaper. But on average, it's about £35, 40 euros, because some of the EU pricing is a lot higher than that. Okay, postage. So in the UK, they're probably going to save, if they did 6 parcels, which they'd have to do normally, they do 6 parcels, then they're going to be saving £4.80 on each parcel, aren't they? So it's about £5. So they'll save like 20 quid, because they've got to do two parcels. So they'll save 20 quid. So they'll save 4 lots of shipping. They'll also save the environmental impact on that, which we all love and care about a lot, is they'll save the 4 cardboard boxes and their filling and the footprint that the postal system brings to that, and any warehousing costs. Okay. So it's great for that. And doTERRA have done the BOGOs. They've listened to us on the basis of saving shipments and the basis of helping the environment. That's why they've done it. Okay. So it's great. So I'll put these slides up later so you can kind of use them if you want to in like when you're teaching people about the BOGOs and why they're good. And then BOGO week 2, I don't have it. I did ask for it, but they wouldn't give it to me. So that's the BOGO. That's how it's going to work. So let your customers know about it. And I just wanted to tell you a couple of things. So a couple of good housekeeping rules to help you with BOGOs. Okay. So a lot of you will look at the BOGOs, how to increase the volume for you to rank, right? Which is great. Great way of thinking. But how do you go about doing that now? In the past, you would have got customers to buy that didn't want to necessarily buy lots and save on postage. You would have got them to buy through you, and then you could place that volume wherever you wanted, right? Ideally. Okay. Now you can't do that. Okay, as much. You can still do that, but you would do it with customers. Okay, so what I mean is that people that haven't purchased an account yet. So we all have classes, and we all have people that don't purchase the oils. I would get in touch with all of your customers that have not bought from you or don't have a doTERRA account and offer the BOGO deals out. And you might find that you might get an extra 100, 200, 300 volume. Okay. Then with that volume that you get of that extra frankincense or the extra BOGO deals, you would then place an order on somebody's account with their permission wherever you need it. So you need to work that out, where you're going to need it. And then let's say you've got your mum or your best friend that is in a position where you need it, the volume to be, you would just say, hey, could I place an order on your account? Do you mind doing that? And they'll place the order. You give them the money for it and it's paid. Does that make sense? And then the order will get placed on that account. So then that will count for your order. Now the volume will, obviously the parcel will then get sent to that person, and you've got to then get the parcel and distribute it out to people. That's the annoying thing with BOGO deals. Which is what's great about this, is that it encourages all of your customers to purchase themselves, because it saves on postage and it saves on cover boxes and packaging. But if you're looking for volume, you can still do it if you wish to do it like that, even though it is slightly hauling buckets that way. But it can help you to achieve a rank if you're looking to get an extra 400 or 500 volume, even more if you want, but it can really help, or even an extra 100 or 200. Any questions on that or anything?
Nathan, can I just ask, when you do that, do you charge them retail still for the oil that they're buying?
Well, you do the BOGO deal. I don't know if the BOGO deal works with retail, does it? I've not looked at that.
Don't know. Okay.
No, yeah, I wouldn't charge them retail. I would charge them the BOGO deal. Because
No, I mean, if say the offer with the frankincense touch, if they're not a customer, if they're not a wholesale customer, when you get in touch with them, would you charge them the retail price,
the wholesale price to get the BOGO, because you're going to place the order on a wholesale on someone's account, so you're going to get that price.
Yeah. Okay.
And you want to make it as cheap as possible for someone, because you want them to be able to do as many people do this as possible, right?
Yeah.
You want to sell these oils, so it's an idea. It's not necessarily something that you necessarily want to do or need to do. It's just an idea that can help you with it. Think about the process of it, how you're going to do it, and now what you need to really make sure of, that you just don't go and spam your Facebook groups and do it like that, because you do not want to take orders away from people in your team where they need them placed. Does that make sense? Don't do that. You'll have irate team members. Okay, so if you've got for instance, if we posted, think about it like this. If I posted on Silver Blossom or Essential Gifts of the Earth, hey, BOGO deals, buy through me, What's that going to do? Might take a customer from you, Sarah, mightn't it? Where you would get the volume. Whereas if I'm going to take the volume and then place it where I need it, you're going to be a bit annoyed with me, right? Because that's your customer. That needs to be placed on their account. So don't do it with customers. Okay, the volume needs to go on customer accounts. Particularly as now the BOGO deals have been made specifically so it's much easier to do it on people's accounts because it's not costing them an arm and a leg shipping wise. Okay. Anybody got any other questions or anything they want to just run through? If they've got some ideas of BOGOs, they want to run through it and just make sure that they're not missing out on anything?
Yeah, Nathan?
Yes.
Oh, great. I wasn't sure if my sound was working. If someone hasn't processed their LRP yet, and I know that we've got these 2 sections of BOGOs coming out, 2 72-hour periods.
Yep.
Are you saying that one could then be processed on our LRP?
Yes.
And then the second one actually won't because you would have processed it?
Yes. You can place 2 on your LRP, but you don't need to do that, do you? So.
Okay. But you can do that. Great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
One of them will definitely, they'll count as your LRPs. Yeah.
Yeah. Just on separate orders. Got you.
Yeah. Obviously, to get the BOGO deals, there's going to have to be 2 orders.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Anyone else? Okay, terrific. It's very exciting. So go about, think about your strategy. If you're, 100 or 200 away or getting close, think about how to use the BOGOs to leverage that. Okay, but think about it in the most ethical. Think about the issues that can be occurred by you posting in certain groups, certain things. Be very, very cautious with it. Okay, if you make it work, it can be great. If you do it wrong, it can cause you more hassle than it's worth. Okay, so just be careful with it. So if you stick with people that haven't purchased, then you can't go wrong. If you're doing it individually, if you're posting on social media, as in you are doing public posts to try and get it, don't do that either. Okay, because that might take customers from other people that wouldn't have necessarily joined you. They're joining you because of an offer. You don't want to do that either.
So what you're saying, Nathan, is that we can advertise the BOGOs for everybody, but for only if we're looking to use that volume on other people's accounts for non-customers, then we just keep that as a private thing. Then
you need to be doing it privately and making sure that you know who those customers are.
Yeah.
So they're your contacts.
Yeah.
Okay, rather than just spamming groups and things like that with these BOGO deals that you want to place on your volume. I mean, if you're spamming groups with the BOGO deals in general, that's not so much of an issue, right? That's doTERRA's massive offer. That's fine. I don't want you to spam groups. I'm not saying that, but it's not the same thing. Okay, because everyone has access to that offer. You've got just to be careful with, for instance, as a presidential diamond, we have more resources in terms of kits and things like that we could offer to get people to join. So if we started putting Facebook groups, hey, join and we'll pay half your Home Essential kit. Well, Elites can't do that. But why would somebody that's going to join Elite not do that through me? They're going to save £120. They would do it every time, wouldn't they? But that's not fair. It's not right. So that's why you don't do it. Okay, and I'm just relating that to BOGO deals as well. So don't do that with BOGO deals because other people might not be willing to do that or know how to do that or anything like that. So just be careful.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So I'll post a bit later and good luck with it. It's going to be great. These are great offers. Get excited behind it. Oh, and another thing I wanted to point out is that when you are sharing videos or frankincense and all these other things, make sure you do that to help to sell the frankincense and to sell holiday joy and peace to people. Okay, but just also be very careful when you're making claims, especially on public posts. We don't want to make it compliant. We don't want to be hearing about cancer stories publicly that frankincense has saved people from. Be very, very careful with anything like that. Okay, make sure you're compliant. Okay. So not that I'm not saying that frankincense hasn't helped with cancer stories, because it has. Okay, but you just need to be very careful with what you say and how people are going to perceive it. All right. When sharing those things, but don't be afraid to share as well. Find that balance. Okay, find the balance. We need to be telling people about this and helping people with this. But
Nathan, can I just really quickly ask? Sorry.
Yes, Catherine.
Can't see me. Basically, are we allowed to say things like you can find details on PubMed about the amazing results that frankincense has achieved, like apoptosis? Are we allowed to say something like that because it's a fact and it's on PubMed?
I mean, I would be careful with that. I mean, that's a grey one, right?
Yeah. Because
yes, you're not officially, but if you're linking it because you're using it as a sales tool, it's great. If you were just saying it because frankincense is great and it's from PubMed, then there's no issue whatsoever. Okay. But like Anna's saying, yes, because it's published research, yes, it's generally fine, but you still might get haters, and doTERRA still might not love it depending on how you said it. Right.
Okay,
so
cool. Thank you.
What I'm saying is it's grey.
Grey. Okay.
It's a grey area.
No worries. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've said before.
The way Anna's worded that, you can check out the studies of frankincense on PubMed. The studies are out there. I would do that rather than say, link a disease in there with it. Okay.
Yeah, I've said things like that before with frankincense and other things that, when you do your normal talking about it without saying anything that you shouldn't say. But I've said there's lots of research out there. If you want to have a look yourself and make your own decisions, then I can point you in the right direction. But it's I can't. Yeah. That's kind of how I've done it. It said for them to make their own choice, that there is out there. It's kind of like driving them to it, but not actually making them drink the water, if you like.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. And Marius has said it's not doTERRA research, so some might not like it. In some ways, PubMed, because it's not doTERRA, actually, I think it could be better. All right, because it's a third party, in some ways. In other ways, doTERRA's research is good for other things, right? And good. So, yeah, just be careful with how you're using it. I'm not telling you what to do or how to use it. I'm just saying, be careful. Here's some pitfalls, right? Be compliant. Okay. When you're using research, that's obviously very, very good, and you can make points about the research. It's great. It's when you're trying to sell a BOGO deal with this research, that's definitely a grey area. All right. Karina's just said something. Personally, she said she would avoid making any claims, even vague ones. doTERRA HQ contacted her last year as someone on the internet reported to me. Just say the support the body mechanisms. If it in doubt, don't say it. You don't really need to say most of those stuff. Is what we found. So have a look at it. Nikki asked a bit while up. Are they likely to sell out of the offer? Do they need to order fast? I don't know the answer to that question. Sorry, Nikki. So, yeah, I don't know whether... I mean, I'm sure we'll be told, encourage people to purchase. I think the frankincense and that one is going to be the most popular offer by a mile. So get people to order that. How much stocks they have, I don't know. All right. Well, that was longer than I wanted it to be. Any other questions? Good luck with BOGOs, guys. See everyone soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, thanks.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thanks, Nathan.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Jem. See you later, guys.